on your there you have it on your screens. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with other dignitaries, and of course Prime Minister wearing that cap. Remember his visit from Israel and other regions also, where cap also played an important role. But right now, this is Nepal. This is faith diplomacy. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the temple, and of course we can see the Hindu gods also there, along with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A visual representation, of course, of the Hindu gods, and this visual clearly sets out the agenda for the 2 days. Faith diplomacy being the main focal point of this visit, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi now, of course, leaving that place from the at least the temple premises or that certain portion. But visuals speak 1,000 words, and this is what is on your screen, that the leaders of two South Asian countries together roaming around in a temple sends a message. Remember the Heart of Asia summit, which took place in Amritsar, where the Prime Minister of India took the President of Afghanistan, Mr. Ashraf Ghani, to Amritsar, to the Golden Temple, Harminder Sahib, where he went not only through the entire courtyard, but also did seva also there at the location. Those visuals represent the common thing, the common thread in not only India-Nepal ties, but across South Asia. Now, of course, the Prime Minister exchanging few words with his counterpart and shaking hands. This, of course, is setting out an agenda, setting out a message of hope, friendship, and eternal, long-lasting ties that can, of course, outlast a lot of negative things which might have happened in last few years. Now, Prime Minister, of course, writing something. Maybe he's writing what's on his mind, what he wants to send a message, because wherever you go, you have to usually you write some specific words. Remember when the Israeli Prime Minister visited India, the first foreign visit by a foreign leader to India, he went to Teen Murti Marg, whose name has been changed to Haifa Chowk, where both the Prime Minister wrote something, and the Prime Minister of Israel wrote about the friendship with India. And right now, of course, Prime Minister of India writing about his friendship, perhaps writing about, we are only second guessing what he's writing, not only about his friendship with Nepal, but about his visit to Janki Devi Temple, a historic temple in southern Nepal. But it's just a start of his visit. He will be going to other temples as well, Pashupatinath Temple and Muktinath Temple, where the focus, of course, is faith diplomacy. It's a new form of diplomacy, because I believe this is for the first time that the faith diplomacy is on its full bloom, because never before we have seen faith being, of course, talked about, but faith now being talked about in bilateral relationship, faith and diplomacy being leveraged together while the Indian Prime Minister is in Nepal. And of course, both the Prime Ministers now wearing that blue cap and shaking those hands. Visual that will be remembered for a long time. Shaking hands with each other, doing namaste, something that's very common to this region, across the entire South Asian region. And a souvenir being given, a souvenir of Janki Devi temple being given. And the media, of course, is abuzz with this important visit. One newspaper, the Himalayan, even saying the big headline is the Indian Prime Minister arrives today. One newspaper even talking about Namaste Modi, which of course is a new thing that has been trending on. But right now, as you can see on your screens, two important souvenirs being given by both by the temple authorities to both the Prime Ministers. A picture, a portrait depicting the Janki Devi temple, a temple of huge significance for Hindus, and now a lot of pilgrims are expected to come from India, from the adjoining states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar to this important temple, an important place for engagement. And now, of course, Janakpur is part of the Ramayana circuit, a circuit which links all the historical places associated with the epic Ramayana. And now Prime Minister, as you can see, leaving to another place. It seems perhaps now perhaps leaving from that place. So clearly the first leg of the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has begun. The first important event is done, and a message has been sent. The first important stopover has begun. There, of course, are other things which are going to happen soon. He is going to address a public gathering in Janakpur itself, which is in south of Nepal, and after that he will be going to Kathmandu. He will be arriving Kathmandu at around 2 o'clock, where he will be received by the foreign minister, and he will be receiving guard of honor at Tundi Khel. That's a place where usually foreign leaders are given guard of honor. Then, of course, he engages with the leadership here, the president, the vice president, and of course the prime minister, and then the big press statement where we will get to know the nitty-gritties of this visit, what will be on the table officially, though unofficially we have been talking about things that have been engaging India and Nepal, whether it's infrastructure, connectivity, faith, agriculture, or any other things that bring both the countries together. And now you can see both the prime ministers leaving the temple. And huge crowd. You can see a lot of people standing outside, taking visuals, taking out the mobile phones and taking those important visuals. So obviously people are really excited, and obviously they will be excited. Leader of two important South Asian countries together at this temple, the Janki Devi temple, together just praying, and now about to leave the temple premises. But people, of course, doing what usually they are what usually they like doing it, like taking pictures, perhaps taking selfies also from that place. Pilgrims who must have arrived for their visit there, and now
आज मेरा सौभाग्य है कि एकादशी के पावन पर्व पर माता जानकी के चरणों में आने का सौभाग्य मिला। भारत का पहला प्रधानमंत्री आज जनकपुर में राजा जनक को, माता जानकी को प्रणाम करने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ है। और ये भी ऐतिहासिक पल है कि नेपाल के आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री और मेरे भाई साहब आदरणीय कोहली जी स्वयं काठमांडू से यहां आए, मेरा स्वागत सम्मान किया और माता जानकी के दर्शन के लिए उत्तम प्रबंध किया। मैं नेपाल सरकार का, राज्य सरकार का, नगर सरकार का और स्वयं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का अंतःकरण पूर्वक आभार मानता हूं। ये स्वागत सम्मान निमित्त शायद देश के प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में मैं हूं, लेकिन नेपाल ने जो सम्मान स्वागत दिया है वो हजारों वर्ष की हमारी परंपरा का सम्मान है। ये 125 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानियों का सम्मान है। और आज मुझे खुशी है कि आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री कोहली जी के साथ, जबकि सारी दुनिया में टूरिज्म तेज गति से विकसित हो रहा है। सबसे ज्यादा ग्रोथ आज टूरिज्म का है। रामायण सर्किट दोनों देशों के करोड़ों यात्रियों के लिए ये यात्रा की एक बहुत बड़ी मिसाल है। हम दोनों देश मिलकर के रामायण सर्किट के भ्रमण के लिए आगे की योजना के लिए आज प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं। मेरे लिए आज खुशी है कि जिस उत्तर प्रदेश ने, जिस बनारस ने मुझे सांसद बनाया, 125 करोड़ देशवासियों ने मुझे प्रधानमंत्री बनाया और सदियों से अयोध्या और जनकपुर का नाता अटूट है, अविस्मरणीय है। आज जनकपुर अयोध्या सीधी बस सेवा का प्रारंभ हो रहा है। मैं इसके लिए भी आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का, प्रशासन का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और भविष्य में आर्थिक विकास के लिए, हमारे सांस्कृतिक संबंधों को और ताकत देने के लिए, हमारे पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट के लिए ये एक नई धरोहर के रूप में आगे रास्ता प्रशस्त करेंगे। मैं फिर एक बार स्वयं प्रधानमंत्री जी का यहां आना, मेरा स्वागत करना, सम्मान करना, मैं हृदयपूर्वक आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का, नेपाल सरकार का, राज्य सरकार का, नगर सरकार का आदरपूर्वक अभिनंदन करता हूं।
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Prime Minister of India. Now I have the honor to request the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, for his brief remarks.
भारत का प्रधानमंत्री सम्माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी, यहाँ उपस्थित हुनुभएका प्रदेश प्रमुख, प्रदेश का मुख्यमंत्री लगायत सम्पूर्ण महानुभावहरू र खास गरी भारतबाट सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यूसँगै यस भ्रमणमा आउनुभएका भ्रमण दलका अतिथि सदस्य महानुभावहरू, सबभन्दा पहिले त म सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्री नरेन्द्र मोदीज्यूलाई नेपालमा र जानकी जन्मभूमि, जनकभूमि, पुण्यभूमि, यस पवित्र
And see Prime Minister Oli of Nepal and Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India, they're sharing the dais to talk about their relationship in Nepal. And the Prime Minister, as you heard, said that he was overwhelmed by the grand welcome given to him by Nepal. Siddhant Sibal now with me on the program. Siddhant, what are your key takeaways from Prime Minister's key address there? He seemed to have been overwhelmed by the welcome that was given to him in Nepal.
Well, that historic welcome was given to the Prime Minister of India, and now you can of course see the Prime Minister of Nepal speaking at that ceremony in front of the Janki Devi temple. Earlier the Prime Minister of India spoke. He spoke about being the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Janakpur and how the bus service will help in promoting tourism between Nepal and India. Pilgrimage tourism will be the main focus of this tourism, and as we have been talking about, tourism is one of the mainstay of Nepal and for the economy of Nepal, which of course was ravaged after the earthquake of 2015, and after that Nepal has been trying to recover from that massive earthquake, and India is helping Nepal in many ways and as many ways possible. And with this opening of the Ramayana circuit, of the opening of this circuit connecting the two cities of Janakpur and Ayodhya, the birthplace of Devi Sita and Lord Ram, it will promote tourism, especially pilgrimage tourism, and that is what was the focus of the Indian Prime Minister when he spoke at that podium where right now Nepal's Prime Minister is speaking together with the Prime Minister of Nepal. You can see those important visuals of both the Prime Minister wearing that that pink safa on their head, and of course that sends an important message. His first stop being Janakpur, sending a strong message of faith diplomacy that will be the focus of his this 2-day visit, his third visit to Nepal. He will be leaving shortly for Kathmandu, but before that he will be addressing a public gathering in Janakpur. A public facilitation will take place, and Janakpur is in south of Nepal. It's in the Tarai region that have very close linkages with India, primarily because of the Indian origin people. There are a lot of people who are married in that region. A lot of Indians are married in that region. A lot of people from Nepal are married to the Indian region. Free borders, open borders, of course, means people can move freely. You really don't need a visa to go to Nepal. That has helped in increasing the engagements, and today what has happened in Janakpur sets the tone for the entire 2-day visit, which is a packed schedule where the Indian Prime Minister visits 3 cities, Janakpur, Kathmandu and Muktinath, and in all these 3 cities the Prime Minister of India will be going to important temples, sending a message of close camaraderie between not only New Delhi and Kathmandu, but people of India and Nepal. Today, the people of Nepal and the people of India are closely watching what is happening there at the Janki Devi temple. This shows that religion has been playing an important role, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is leveraging diplomacy and faith together for the benefit of both the countries, so that both the countries can come close to each other and engage in a much better format. In Kathmandu, the Prime Minister will be visiting Pashupatinath. This, of course, is his second visit to Pashupatinath. This is the Pashupatinath temple is ancient, it's centuries old, and an important Char Dham of the Hindus, and a lot of Hindus from India come as a pilgrim to this place, and with this important visit that will increase the pilgrims coming from both from India to Nepal. This will of course boost the economy of Nepal, which has been ravaged by the earthquake which happened in 2015. India was the first responder of that earthquake, sending relief and rescue missions just within matter of hours. Within 6 hours, India's help was there in Nepal for that after that earthquake. And those visuals on your screens, the official launch of the bus service, Bharat Nepal Maitri bus service being launched, Janakpur, Ayodhya and Janakpur, with the Indian flag and the flag of Nepal. Prime Minister of Nepal speaking about how this bus service, bus of course in blue color, can help create more linkages between India and Nepal, linkages that will boost tourism, linkages that will boost ties, linkages that will bring people of Nepal and people of India closer. As Prime Minister of India mentioned, people-to-people contact will be increased, and people-to-people contact have been the bedrock of this solid relationship between India and Nepal, which of course last few years haven't been at its best, primarily because of that blockade which happened, and the memories of the blockade still remain. But this visit is all about forgetting the past. We had an exclusive conversation with the Foreign Minister of Nepal, who said that let past be past and it's time to move forward. It's time to renew relationship. It's time to re-engage for a better future, and this is what's happening right now. planning and hoping for a better future for the people of Nepal. India, on its part, is playing an important role in reconstruction of Nepal. There have been a number of high-level visits from the Indian side to Nepal. The Nepal's Prime Minister, after taking charge, made sure that New Delhi is his first stop in India, and that has really helped in sorting out the misunderstandings of the past. And this visit is a follow-up visit of that. It's a symbolic visit, a visit that sends a message of camaraderie and of course a message of faith diplomacy. On your screens, what has happened in last 1 hour is faith diplomacy being played out, an innovative way of Indian diplomacy, which in past few years has been thinking out of the box how new ways can help in engagement and re-engagement with other countries. India has been sending its ministers and opening new missions, not only in certain places but across the world. Perhaps no country is left today where an Indian minister hasn't gone in last 3 years. We are opening new missions in Africa. We are trying to re-energize our neighborhood first policy, and this is part of that. Re-engaging and re-energizing neighborhood first policy. Being a large country in South Asian region, India can play a vital role, and India actually considers South Asia as its own backyard. All the South Asian countries are linked together through various ways, like culture, through religion. Though it's one of the least connected areas in the world, maybe with Nepal and India you can travel easily, but with other countries it's difficult because of the political things. But now the inauguration is taking place. The bus service being inaugurated by the Indian Prime Minister and the Prime Minister of Nepal together, sending out a symbolic message, a message of connectivity, a message of cooperation, a message of circuit connectivity, opening of this Ramayana circuit. So together both the Prime Ministers focusing on connectivity, which is the new geopolitical currency, a currency that has helped in re-energizing the relationship between India and Nepal. India, of course, focusing on the connectivity part.
Well, thank you, Siddharth Sibal there. Do continue to stay with us. On your screens right now, Prime Minister Modi with Prime Minister Oli waving those green flags and flagging off that first bus service, the India-Nepal Maitri bus service to connect India and Nepal direct. This is going to boost, as Siddharth was pointing out, tourism and, of course, pilgrims travelling from India to Nepal to visit the Janki temple there. Quite historic.